This is, as we all know, been dominated our world for the last 20 years in the conversation about Brady and Belichick. You and I had a fascinating moment sitting and watching the two of them together on the set of the NFL 100 All-Time Team Show. Interestingly enough, taped out of order. That was the first segment that we recorded, was the two of them on the set.
Yeah.
How do you think they will both fare without each other this year, Chris?
Pretty well. I mean, I really do. Tom Brady is going to have offensive weapons that he didn't have at least last year at his disposal in Tampa. They have three tight ends that can play with anybody, and Godwin and Evans, and I mean it's going to be exciting to see what he can do in that. And the other part of him that the hard part is this is the first time he's had to learn a new offense, right? And so that's going to be, at the very least, it's going to be a different language. I don't think it'll be new plays. I don't think it'll be something he can't handle, but just, being able to wink and a nod with guys that you've been playing with for 10 years, the Edelmans of the world. Thank goodness he's got Gronkowski back there with him one more time. But I really do feel like that this is going to be a test for Tom, especially early on, especially going against Drew Brees and an offense that has been together now for quite some time. So I'm looking forward to that. I think I'm more looking forward to watching New England play, because New England is, they're just such an interesting case study. No matter how you slice it 1,000 different ways, they're just such an interesting case study on how they continue to win. We've seen Belichick win without Brady in the past. I often thought that one time that Brady was suspended for those 4 games and he started out 3-0, that he was probably as mad losing that 4th game as he was any game he ever coached in his life, even with his third-string quarterback having to play, because, there's a point of pride. I mean, these guys have heard all that noise all those years. Is it Belichick? Is it Brady? And the obvious answer is, of course, it was both of them. And so now, for the first time, we're seeing that split up. And as a fan, just a human being, it's just interesting, isn't it? You can say anything you want. Maybe it's not relevant in your mind. Maybe it's not it. But it makes this football season really interesting. And I love the start of this one.
I agree.
I love the fact that we haven't seen any of these teams play in preseason. We haven't seen any of these rookies or free agents with their current team. It's like the start of college football, and there's just this great unknown. I'm never prepared for opening day where I haven't seen an ounce of current tape of that team that's been put together. So I just think in many ways this is the most exciting start to an NFL season that we've ever seen.
I agree, Chris. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.